Yeah, what's wrong with the beer we got? I mean, the beer we got drank pretty good, don't it?
Hello, and welcome to Your Beer Sucks. I'm John, that's Andrew, that's Miguel Sanchez. Let's drink beer. Stouts.
All right, everyone.
We're going to drink some Stouts.
I regret to inform you we're going to be having Good People Coffee Oatmeal Stout.
Oh, God.
Now, spoiler alert, we've had this before. I have had this draft on several occasions more than 10 years ago, probably about 12 years ago, and I liked it. And then about 4 years ago, we had this in a can, like at rehearsal or something, I think.
Yep, it was
at chess club. At chess club. And it was, ooh.
It was epic bad. And we've talked about this beer on the show before. Our drummer, who is a beer garbage disposal.
He's like...
He'll drink anything.
He's a drain.
Yeah, he will drink anything. He drank some of the most foul shit ever. He drank some of my homebrew, like abomination shit.
Yeah,
that
and
didn't
his
work
homebrew
out.
is bad.
It was a really bad batch. And
he's a bad brewer.
I'm about 50-50, but I have much more success with mead than beer. Beer I've never gotten good at. But he took one sip of this and threw it away.
Yeah.
A drummer.
Yeah.
Okay. And you give drummers alcohol and they just start banging on the drums, man. It's all good.
He took one sip and threw it away.
He was like
my really bad.
Yeah, no, like he was like immediately taken aback.
My really bad failed pseudo lambic peach beer. He drank 2 bottles of. One sip of this and he had to toss it.
Yeah.
And you know what? But we're going to be open-minded because maybe that batch was bad. Maybe it's changed.
Maybe a giraffe shit in it.
Maybe.
It's possible.
Never know.
There was only one way to find out. Let's get down to it.
God damn.
Did you read the ad copy or did we just talk?
I think we started talking. What we had to say was probably better than the ad copy.
Probably more
Known to
informative.
fans simply as COS. What the fuck?
There's fans of
Are there people that are like, hey man, why don't you meet me down at the place and we'll have some COSs? Huh? Cocks on shit. Huh? See where you shit a little bit and then you get a cock in there.
Oh! Okay.
Anyway, our coffee oatmeal stout delivers a big coffee taste followed by a wallop of Willamette hops. Complex and flavorful, yet amazingly sessionable. As tasty with a meal as it is for dessert.
Does this beer, like...
Now, I will
like,
say,
throw
I know
hands?
for a fact, this beer circa 2000...
Donnybrook?
This beer circa 2007 paired very well with J. Clyde chicken fingers.
Man,
I think you're thinking
shit.
2008. It says legally brewed since 2008.
Yeah.
Legally. I wonder
Well-
if they... Actually, wasn't that a thing? Wasn't there like some beers that weren't
Yeah, you couldn't.
entirely legal that were being passed around?
Yeah, you
Passed
couldn't.
before that.
Before they changed, before they did some legislation and changed our beer laws thanks to free to hops, there were a lot of weird rules about beer in this state that made it so like good beer and local beer was pretty much impossible.
Yeah.
Then they made it so you could do local beer much more easily. You didn't. I think it was you had to be in a historic building. I don't think you have to anymore. Some shit like that. But in any case, then they opened the floodgates for a lot of terrible shit.
I am
but we did
amazed.
get Language of Thunder out of it.
Hey, and that's some good ass.
I am
fucking beer.
amazed at how little this thing noses for a stout.
But it smells good when
It smells
Kind of like
good.
vaguely
Smells-
of coffee, vaguely of oatmeal.
and it smells like chocolate too.
Yes, chocolate and coffee for sure. Oatmeal,
Like Baker's
a little
chocolate,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's give her a sip. Yep. That's
nowhere near as bad as what we had 4 years ago.
No, it's not.
It's not bad.
It still has a little bit of that metallic twang, though.
It has a little bit of that. I think this was the beer that made us assume that cans were awful and
Because it
part of-
tasted like aluminum.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Trust me,
it
I've had
really
a lot
did.
of aluminum in my mouth.
He works on everything.
Yeah, quite literally everything.
Yeah. Spaceships, boats,
This
whatever.
This tastes.
This is better than I remember
competent.
This tastes reasonable.
I tell you one thing I don't like about the finish though is the finish is giving me heartburn. Like,
Could just
seriously.
be like reacting with like
Some of this other swill we've had.
yeah, all these like
carbonation,
super
the booty
carbonated
tongue
flavors.
That's true. It's probably that fucking first beer.
Yeah, that booty
I'm probably
tongue.
going to be like throwing up everywhere in moments. And
Well,
this
do
poor
that.
beer might get the blame.
Do that
for it.
outside of my apartment, please.
Other than that, and yeah, you're right. It very well has to do with some of those other shit beers.
I'm sure it does.
This doesn't knock my socks off or anything. I honestly think I even think like I even think the Samuel Adams Imperial Stout's better than this, and that's saying something.
I think that this is better than Old Rasputin.
You know, that's hard to say. For me, anyway. For me. Because Old Rasputin does have this weird, sickly sweet kind of thing going on.
I don't.
That turns some people off, and I can totally understand.
I think the finish is weak.
Yeah,
It kind of falls apart in the finish.
that's
It doesn't
where.
have any off flavors. It just sort of crumbles.
Yeah,
But
that's my issue. It's just.
the smell is good, if light. The palate is good.
It's kind of almost got a raisiny something to it.
Yeah.
It's like brief, though. It doesn't stick with you. It's like, raisin? What? Oh, it's gone. I don't know.
For me, it
Yeah,
sticks
sort
around.
of like on the palate.
Yeah, for me, it sticks around. For me, it's on the finish.
Raisins. What kind of raisins?
I feel like this beer may be
Like
a little...
red raisins, just normal raisins.
I feel like this beer may be a little bit schizophrenic. Because I almost feel like sometimes I'm tasting a different beer every time I take a sip.
Well,
I don't know. I'm partly blown away by the fact that it's
Definitely not awful.
yeah, it's
not the beer that
bad.
we had at rehearsal.
And what and this beer is making me think: is this as good as the Stop Work 689?
To
You know
me, it's
something
better
else?
than that.
This also is very, very drinkable for a stout, and another
It is pretty drinkable.
kind of off the wall quality for it to have as a stout is it's very thirst quenching. Also, to
It
me.
is. It is.
I agree, and I'm realizing something about it now, how hoppy it is, because I'm tasting grapefruit on the finish.
Yes. That's interesting.
It's not real apparent on the palate, but on the
guess-
finish, the hops jump out.
I guess Williamette isn't a no-go for me.
Yeah.
But sometimes hops can be in stouts, something with a strong...
Stouts should be hoppy,
Yeah.
but it's in balance with very, very, very
heavy malt and other characters.
Because while I
very
do...
dark and bitter malt.
Yeah.
Because while I do want to be critical of certain aspects of it, I mean, I've already drank it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's... See...
I'm going to have to give it a doesn't suck.
So am I.
It's not amazing by any stretch, but...
I am going to give it a sucks.
That's fair. I don't think it should escape unscathed.
No, it's I'm not really blown away by it. I mean, it's not bad. There's
a
nothing
confident stout.
there's nothing inherently like wrong with it.
To me, it's mediocre +2.
It tastes a lot like I remember the draft tasting,
No.
except, the flavors are more muted.
Yeah.
For me, I would put this about on the same level as the Stop Work, and that's why I've
So
got to
that's
give it.
dead mediocre.
It's just
and if it's mediocre, it sucks.
it's not really blowing my socks off. I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah. But I mean, if it's a flat line,
Yeah,
it
but
sucks.
So
But I will say this, something that wasn't the case before we had this on the show, is I probably never ever would have even considered ordering this beer again. If I was at a restaurant that would more than likely be local if they had a draft, and this was one of their draft stouts and they had a limited selectional, I'd be like, yeah, give me a coffee oatmeal stout draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This definitely changes my perception of this beer.
Because
This used to be our example of the worst beer ever.
yeah,
Like, we would
But
just...
look how far we've come.
something was wrong with that batch.
That was bad.
That was god-awful.
That was amazingly
Yeah.
bad.
That was wretched.
This is a shade better.
You know
than
what it
mediocre.
kind of reminds me of? Do you remember that it wasn't that long ago? There was some sort of Guinness that we had. It was some sort of special edition of Guinness or something that we had.
Oh yeah, it was the 200th anniversary.
We were talking about how it was like Guinness. It was like a stout, except it was better and actually more like a stout.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this reminds me of.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
and
a little bit.
I still have a little bit of that 200th anniversary at home.
I may pick up some more of that.
Why don't they just make that Guinness?
That should be, because when I think about what Guinness was to me when I first started getting into Guinness, that's what that tastes like to me.
Yeah.
When I actually have real like Guinness draft, it's like it's okay, but it doesn't really do a whole lot for me. But that beer, like, actually gets me nostalgic for the old days. It tastes like my memory
Yeah.
of Guinness. But this is pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
good
got
way
a
of
slight
putting
bit of tang to it too, so I can see where that comparison is coming from.
Good People Coffee Oatmeal Stout.
On the whole, does not suck.
Sucks for me.
Yeah. Yep.
Beer number dos.
Oh yeah.
D.
2.
D.
Beer number 2. Cahaba Irish Stout. This is our take on a classic dry Irish stout recipe. It is full of the roasted barley and malt character and smoothness expected from the style, but with a subtle fruitiness inherent of the Irish yeast used.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Cahaba.
If you say so.
Have we had
say so.
anything by Cahaba
No.
we've liked yet?
Nope.
Not.
Well, no. The
Have we?
The Oktoberfest was decent.
Oh, I think I said no. I think that we said that it was almost good.
Yeah.
That was the best thing we'd had by them, and just a little bit more work on it, and it would be good.
Well, it looks
Yeah.
like a beer.
Well, this looks like a beer. Let's see how viscous it is.
It pours kind of like it's going to be viscous.
Yeah. It's...
Oh, man.
Whoa,
Oh,
shit.
my God. What the fuck?
What is that?
Man.
Asshole.
Yeah, it smells like Dookie.
That smells like burnt asshole is what that smells like.
Burnt
Yeah.
ass hair.
Yeah.
Actually, it kind of does smell like burning hair.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of. What in the
All
fuck?
sorts of unpleasant shit.
Oh, jeez.
This beer smells like burning hair.
Yeah.
That
I'm
smells
familiar
like fucking burning hair.
And I'm familiar with that smell. The reason why I've got these shorter bits here
I remember that.
is not because I used to have bangs. No, it was on 2 separate occasions. I lit my hair on fire once at home, and it got this side. I was lighting a candle, and I got too close, not thinking about my hair being down. And then the other time was at rehearsal.
Yep, I remember
I was
that.
trying to figure out why our big fucking propane heater wasn't working. And I had it on.
Were you there for that?
And then I discovered that the problem was that the hose going to the back of the heater from the tank wasn't tight and it was leaking. Without turning the heater off, I tightened it and it exploded in my face and burnt this side. And I launched backward with my hair on fire, just going, shit. Like real quiet, just shit. And jumped backwards
dude, that
with
was
my hair
hilarious.
on fire. And everybody kind of stopped and had like half a second of staring like, is he going to be okay? Before just exploding in laughter.
Man, that was some good shit. This beer
Smells
on the
like
other hand,
that occasion.
This smells like that occasion. It brings me back memories of being on fire. Oh!
What is that?
It tastes like fucking seaweed snacks. Like Asian, like seaweed cracker type
How
shit.
did it get this color and have no body?
Nobody.
No stout
So
characteristics.
watery. So watery.
Well, it doesn't get dark because it's thick with malt. It's dark because they roast the
Because they
malt.
burn it.
Yeah, they burn the fucking malt until it's black. That's why Guinness is thinner than Harp.
Yeah.
Still, man. This is horrible. I've had more flavorful water.
Dude,
That's
to
so
me,
watery.
it's watery, but the flavor in it's strong to me. And it tastes fucking weird and bad.
You know how, like, there's the people that like Japanese food And then there's the people that like Japanese food. You know, I'm sure we've all done that. We like sushi, we like, you know, udon, stuff like that. And then we get a little bit adventurous at the Japanese restaurant. This is what that tastes like when you get a little too adventurous at the Japanese restaurant.
Oh, no.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I like the adventurous stuff. I don't
do?
like sticking to just fucking yakisoba and
Okay, well,
and
teriyaki.
I don't even like sushi. And yeah, and sticking to teriyaki. But yeah, it's like when you start going, I want some fucking manja.
You're like,
man.
what's this? And they're like, that's a starfish smoothie. You know, that's when it starts tasting like this.
This beer sucks.
Some takoyaki.
This is probably this. I mean, we may have to have like a playoff at some point for worst fucking beers. I nominate this to be in the fucking playoff. This is an awful goddamn beer.
This is awful, but I think we've had clearly worse beers.
We've had worse beers, but this is not good.
Like that strawberry one.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, the Strawberry Harvest. That may
This is
be
awful. What the fuck? What are you doing with your life?
Damn.
It's so bad.
God.
It's so unbelievably bad.
It is.
I can say that it is the worst stout
It's
I've
the
ever
worst
had.
nose I think we've ever had on a beer.
It's close.
Burning fucking hair.
Yeah.
Because it took me a second. I was like, asshole. I'm like, burning ass hair. And I'm like, wait, that's it. It's burning hair. But that did go away.
Holy
I don't really
shit.
smell that anymore. It just kind of smells very, very vaguely of stouty kind of stuff to me now.
Yeah,
No, I
you're
still
right.
smell it.
But, you
and
know-
it's got a little bit, but the aroma has opened up a little bit to present some vomit.
Oh, is it? Vomit?
Oh, and it's got a little bit of a beatiness. It's got a little bit of latrine.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, the
Bit on the
burning
back
hair
end.
is
As,
still
as
there.
well as some bathroom soap. So
Yeah.
They're kind of like...
Like
It's-
generic bathroom.
It's like
soap.
somebody was like, make me a beer that's like
Everything
being in a
bad.
public bathroom when someone is setting their pubes on fire.
Yeah, and somebody else is washing their hands, and somebody else is taking a big dump.
A big
dump.
a Chinese, post-Chinese dump.
Yeah, and then make it taste like seaweed rice cracker snacks.
Yeah, and make it taste like something that would be street food in Japan.
Cahaba Irish Stout.
Make it taste like something most of the guys
Fucking
aren't going to like.
sucks.
2 birds up.
Bird up.
God damn, that was an awful beer.
Beer number, the last one.
All right, we've got Jekyll Major Horton's Export Stout. Good job on a unnecessarily complicated name. Sorry, Major Horton.
No, the name is inspired by Jekyll Island, Georgia. Jekyll Brewing of Alpharetta, Georgia. Major Horton's Export Stout.
Export Stout. A stout.
Is it astute?
It is a stout.
This export stout presents a full dark roasted malt nose and balanced bitterness. Charging ahead with notes of coffee and chocolate, this well-rounded stout brings some warmth to the season. We think Major Horton would be proud.
Who is Major Horton?
I don't know.
The
Probably some guy somebody knows.
dude's a Major fucking Horton, man. Shit. Dude.
Wow.
Ooh.
That is no head. But it is dark.
It is, yeah, that's pretty dark. This seems a little bit more viscous.
Well, it kind of smells like a stout.
Mine's pretty foggy, like where you can see through it, it's like really foggy raisin red.
Borderline translucent, yeah.
Well, it smells pretty good.
Got a little bit of the soy
Smells like
sauce
a
on the
milk
nose.
stout, doesn't it?
Got a little bit of soy sauce on the nose too.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
That is a good sign.
It smells sweet and salty.
And soy.
Yeah, got that.
And a little chocolatey.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, we have a drinkable stout.
Hey,
Hey,
That's
it
not
has
bad.
no carbonation.
no.
That is
carbon.
surprisingly little body though.
Yeah, not a whole lot of body, but it drinks okay.
I think that it has more body than you realize. It just has no carbonation to help puff it up any.
And there's like it disappears on the finish. Like the finish has no body. It's really weird. It's like in the back of your mouth. It's just going into a portal.
But it's really drinkable.
It's good though.
And it's got like a licoricey thing going on the finish.
Yeah, a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's really chocolatey tasting.
Very, very, very chocolatey.
Very chocolatey. Now, the only other beer we've had by them was that really crappy pineapple habanero IPA.
Yeah, with like no habanero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, fuck that.
Yeah. This beer's...
Don't cock block me on the habanero because that shit's good in beer.
Yes, confirmed. It's a good little addition.
This has so little carbonation, it's hilarious.
Has anyone made a Carolina Reaper beer?
Somebody probably has by now.
Yeah, I was gonna say if
Probably
somebody
a fucking
has.
IPA.
Yeah, probably.
Well, actually, it might be good because spiciness and IPAs do seem to go well together.
Yeah, especially with like malty ones. Yeah.
This is very much like a dessert. This very much tastes like it would go great with ice cream.
Ooh.
Like in a float with ice cream.
Yes, a stout float like, with that.
This would be the beer
man.
for a stout float.
It would be good.
Yes. I like this, but I would like it even more with some really good vanilla bean ice cream.
It's a good mixer.
Yeah. Well, remember that? Guess it was like that Christmas beer that we mixed with like some bourbon.
Yeah.
I think so.
That one I think we voted not a beer on it though.
Yeah, we did. What was that? I don't remember what beer that was. I remember like the episode, but I don't remember the beer.
I remember the label, and it had like it was red like
Anderson Valley Winter whatever the fuck.
solstice.
Yeah, winter solstice.
And it had like a mutant animal on a red background, so it was like Fallout beer.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. This beer just keeps growing on me in a good way.
All I have to do is say Fallout, and my memory's there.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. This is very tasty. It's very desserty.
And
Yeah.
the chocolate of it, to me, is developing into tasting like the inside of a truffle.
Which, as opposed to the last one that tasted like the inside...
Of a tauntaun.
the inside of a geezer's asshole.
Yeah.
But it had to be on fire. A flaming
Yeah.
geezer's asshole. And we don't mean like very gay. We mean like on fire.
Like
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that man's asshole is a flame.
right.
Yes.
Like,
It is
dude, put some lighter fluid in
actively
there.
burning.
This is good beer.
Yes,
This
it
is
Very good beer.
very nice.
This doesn't suck.
does not suck.
I think this beer also makes a compelling case for low carbonation beers.
You don't really miss it that much, really.
No, but it's just weird because you're so used to it being there, and when it's not there, you're like,
Especially
this is
those-
weird, but it's still good.
Especially those shitty beers like, what was it, number one?
Yeah, beer number one. Beer
That
number
was
two.
like seltzer with like artificial beer flavoring in it or
The
whatever.
carbonation is so mellow that I almost it makes me think it's a fucking nitro, but it doesn't say nitro anywhere on here.
No, just says export stout.
Yeah, but it does not suck. I like the shit out of this.
That's
Yeah,
good
no,
beer.
this is good. 8%.
So this brewery is now off my shit list. I'm not like going, oh god, everything we ever have by them
by
is gonna be
Jekyll
awful.
is yeah. You know, this
I
is
can
good.
expect a 50-50 shot of a decent beer out of these assholes now.
And there's 100 milligrams of LSD in every bottle. That's enough to get all three of us real fucked up. By the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
like
I don't think this beer
real
would
fucked
cost
up.
what it cost. No, I got this for like $2.
I mean, I'm
That's
not
pretty good.
I'm not the most LSD knowledge person in the world, but I know threshold doses in micrograms. I think it's like 100 micrograms or something like that. I apologize to anyone watching who knows their LSD if I got that completely wrong, but it is micrograms.
Post it in the comments.
Nobody's watching.
We don't get comments anymore.
No.
Wah, wah,
Even Dion stopped watching this bullshit.
wah, wah.
Can't believe
Hey, we're still doing them. I don't know. I'll still say it. I still like going through this whole process of trying different beers that I'm sure I wouldn't normally would go out and try.
Yeah.
That's true. I wouldn't go to the trouble of letting somebody else pay for all these beers normally.
Nah.
You know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
But that is it for our stout episode.
Yeah. Be sure to tune in next time, and just remember, life is too short to be caught drinking shitty stouts.
Like Cahaba.
Oof.
So bad.
God damn.
Burning hair.
Yeah, just.
I want to knock this bottle over. Just take it out on this one.
No.
For how bad that one was.
No, I already flicked it off the table. Jekyll does not deserve.
I don't know. It might need to be its whipping boy.
Well, I'll leave that up to you. Well, damn. All right.